For decades, the tech industry followed a simple hierarchy. Software was king. The companies that built the best software, operating systems, applications, platforms, were the ones that dominated. If you controlled the software, you controlled the experience. And if you controlled the experience, you controlled the market. But that hierarchy is starting to shift because today something else is becoming even more valuable than software. Data, and not just any data, your data, behavioral data, usage data, preference data, contextual data. The kind of information that reveals not just what people do, but why they do it. And once you understand why data is becoming more valuable than software, you start to see how the entire tech industry is being reshaped. Let's start with the most important reason. Software is becoming easier to replicate. For a long time, building great software was difficult. It required specialized knowledge, large teams, and significant resources. That created strong barriers to entry. But today, those barriers are lower. Development tools are more accessible, open source frameworks are everywhere, and increasingly, AI can help generate code, design systems, and accelerate development. That means software itself is becoming more standardized, more abundant, less unique. If one company builds a feature, another can build something similar relatively quickly. So the question becomes, what can't be easily copied? Data. Because data is accumulated over time, it's built through usage, behavior, and real-world interaction. You can't instantly recreate years of user activity, preferences, and patterns. And that gives companies with strong data a massive advantage. The second reason is AI. AI systems don't just run on software, they run on data. The quality of an AI system depends heavily on the data it learns from. Better data leads to better predictions, better recommendations, and better performance. So while software defines what a system can do, data determines how well it does it. That's a critical difference. Two companies can have similar software, but the one with better data will have the better product because it understands users more deeply. It adapts faster, it improves continuously, and that creates a gap that's hard to close. The third reason is personalization. Modern technology is no longer one size fits all. Everything is becoming personalized. What you see, what you're recommended, how your apps behave, it's all tailored to you. And personalization depends entirely on data. Your history, your preferences, your behavior patterns. The more data a system has, the more personalized it becomes. And the more personalized it becomes, the more valuable it feels to the user. Because it's no longer just software, it's your software. And that creates a stronger connection, a stronger dependency, which leads to a powerful advantage for companies. The fourth reason is switching costs. In the past, switching from one software to another was mostly about learning a new interface. But today it's about losing your data, your history, your preferences, your setup, your context. If you switch platforms, you often lose everything that made the previous system feel tailored to you. And that makes switching much harder because you're not just leaving software, you're leaving your digital identity within that system. That's why data creates stronger lock-in than software ever could. It ties users to platforms in a deeper way, not through restrictions, but through value. The fifth reason is decision-making power. Data doesn't just improve products, it influences decisions. Companies use data to determine what features to build, what products to launch, what content to promote, and how to optimize experiences. The more data they have, the better those decisions become. So data isn't just an asset, it's a strategic advantage. It shapes the direction of the entire business. And in competitive markets, that advantage compounds over time. But there's another layer to this. Data creates feedback loops. The more users a platform has, the more data it collects. The more data it collects, the better its product becomes. The better the product becomes, the more users it attracts. And the cycle continues. This is one of the most powerful dynamics in tech today, because it means that once a company reaches a certain scale, its advantage grows automatically. Not just because of its software, but because of its data. And that's incredibly difficult for competitors to break. There's also a shift in how value is created. In the past, value came from functionality, what the software could do. Now value increasingly comes from insight, what the system knows, what it predicts, what it recommends. And those things are driven by data. This is why companies are investing so heavily in collecting, analyzing, and managing data. Because it's not just supporting the product, it is the product. But this shift also raises important questions. Who owns the data? Who controls it? How is it used? Because as data becomes more valuable, it also becomes more sensitive. It represents behavior, preferences, identity, and that makes it powerful but also risky. That's why privacy, regulation, and data ownership are becoming central issues in the tech world. Because controlling data isn't just about improving products, it's about controlling information, and information is power. So when you look at the future of technology, it's easy to focus on software, new apps, new platforms, new features. But the real competition is happening somewhere deeper, in the data layer, the layer that determines how intelligent systems become, how personalized experiences feel, and how much influence companies have over users. Because in a world where software can be built faster than ever, the real advantage isn't what you build, it's what you know. And the companies that know the most will be the ones that lead.